How on a day, my Bungalicious people, I salute you according to our time, depending on where on a tender right now they're listening to us. I welcome you to this beautiful day with another Obenge information, my people. Now, well done, una welcome. Wonder shall never end. Now, so it go dey happen. Now, so it go dey day unto those when no they keep the Ebola one side. That is, I think it is will serve as a deterrent to a lot of men who feels they can marry and treat their spouse, or not only men, a lot of people who feel they can treat their spouse anyhow. You know, I have come to realize in our world today that people do not have conscience again the way they treat other people, especially their spouse. Somebody can deal with the spouse anyhow, do anything he likes, behave anyhow he wants, and at the end of the day, they will tell you that is the tradition. If it is not a man's word, it is a woman's word. They will come and tell you, after all, you know, he's a woman, her mouth is too much. So we say, you know, he's a man, he's polygamous in nature. There were a lot of things that people deliberately do, some things that are not right, and has a way of using some cultural or some societal things that people know, norms and some societal norms and some speculations, or will I say superstitions, to cover it up. And oftentimes it doesn't pay well. Now them go still suffer am. Sometimes I say that it is better that it happens sometimes like that, so that they will know that it is not, you can't just do anything anyhow and get away with it. My people, no be smart, the information where they reach us now has it that our brother you has been able to secure, he has been able to secure an opportunity to see to see his kids. He has been able to secure an opportunity to see his kids. And when a man will have to take permission from the court, and the court will ask the kids whether do they want to see their dad or their mom. You know what that means? It's not an ordinary thing. When I know say there is a court order, there's a restriction, there's a restraining order forbidding you, the Edochie, from visiting his kids and also from visiting the mansion. Sometimes speculation go on social media. You, the Edochie, come to come to the mansion. You, the Edochie, do this at the mansion. You do that at the mansion. I will tell you that you, the Edochie, has no right to step into a jam mansion, or he will enter Krikri. He can only send people. He had no right to enter, to step into a jam mansion for anything. If he steps into a jam mansion until the restraining order is removed, he will enter Krikri. Yes, unless the court permits that. So there are times he has to get the permission of the court and also the permission of the kids to see them, because there are times he is their father and he will see them. And there were times he will see them, but not any time he wants. Yes, not any time he wants. So the information reaching us now is that he has been able to secure permission to visit or to see his kids, that actually he really need to talk to his pikin them, especially his sons. Zen is still minor, and you can't deprive him of his father, of seeing his father. You cannot. Yes, no matter what he did, he need to see his father, but it can be under the supervision of either a lawyer or a security agency or anything. Or sometimes the mother alone is enough. You understand? Depending on how the case is. So you, the Edochie, is very happy sharing with his friend that he is preparing to go and see his kids next month. This month that we have entered. And I come the ask person, so, seeing your own kids that you used to play together with and stay in the house together with has become something of joy and something that will make you happy, and you now share with a friend that right now you can now see your children. Can you imagine? You see what a man has reduced himself to. You see what a situation, if it is a situation where this woman ran away with these kids and maybe something happened that is very difficult for you to locate where they are, Now you can see them is a different thing. But the situation where you are living with the kids, you are the one that left the house, and you are now being a threat to the life of the kids and everything. And their mother now has to got a restraining order stopping you after the court has investigated and find you guilty and discover that actually you are a threat because of the person close to you, because you are attached yourself to a wrong relationship, and that serves as a threat to the family. And the family, in order to save the kids and to save their life, they decided to restrain you from seeing them. You know how painful it is. I don't even know how people feel, because it's supposed to be a very serious issue to you as a man. As a man, it's somehow that you can get order before you see your kids, because that the court can permit you. It means that you are not a free man. It shows that it's as if, it sounds as if you are in prison. Yeah, that's how I see it. It sounds as if you are in prison. You are in the deep prison. It's very bad. So, but that's the information that we are getting. And secondly, I just look at it, I say, chai, chai. Now, you, the Edochie, has seen that he had lost everything. He has seen that everything had been willed to these kids at the court. Now, he's now making effort to go and see them. I know that your thought may be as good as mine. What you're thinking right now may be as good as mine. You understand? Because it is now a joyful thing for him to go and see them. It is no longer showcasing Universe Storm, Stadike and Pe and Indubisi on social media as if they are the only kids he has. It's no longer making guy with those ones. Is now going to see the kids that we have not heard about him going to see for some time. Maybe he must have been going, I don't know. But the only thing is that even if he has been going, or if he had gone before, we have not been hearing it. But why is it that this now become an issue or become a news that he wants to go and see his kids? Because the court has willed to the kids the properties they had together with their mother. So the kids are now the ones owing the land, owing the properties. The kids are not the one owing the mansions. So he can now go to reconcile or to familiarize with the kids so that he can be able to, still have access to them in case tomorrow, if he wants to enter the mansion, he can say, okay, let me go and see Zen. In the mansion, you see Zen. Or yeah, when the kids are grown up and they can now say, okay, these are my kids' house. We built it, but they inherited it. Yes, I can go in there because he has a good relationship with them. Nobody's going to say anything against that. Or the kids can have a soft mind for him and said, okay, after all, he's a father, no matter what he has done. To err is human and to forgive is divine. So we have forgiven him, let him come. So that is just like emotional blackmail, and that's exactly how they have been doing it for some time. After messing up, after doing all the rubbish you did and everything, you can now come back and reconcile. But somebody is carrying the stigma of your pain, of your torture, of your abuse. Somebody carries the stigma of the betrayal, of the disappointment, of the stabbing that you did. Somebody carries the stigma, and he looks at the stigma and he remembers what he passes through, what she passed through. She remember what she passed through. She remember the pain. She remember the agony. She remember the torture. All those things he will still remember. And you are now free and asking, forgive me. To err is human. To forgive is divine. Yes, so it is sweet for mouth to ask to say that, but always put yourself on the shoe of the person that is offended. Always put yourself on the shoe of the other person that is offended, that is on the forgiving side. Every time it is very easy to say, forgive me. Also, very easy to, but he has asked for forgiveness now. What do you want him to do? As a lot of people will open their dirty mouth on social media and be saying, he just made a little mistake. Yes, that little mistake nearly takes somebody's life. That little mistake actually took a 17-year-old or 16-year-old boy's life. That little mistake nearly wipe out the whole family. Yes, you are calling it, he made a mistake anybody can make. Nobody, it's not a mistake anybody can make, because that mistake was too costly, because a lot of things go into the mistake. A lot of people going down into the mistake. A lot of emotions are shattered. A lot of trust are shattered. A lot of things were lost in that mistake. Don't just call it just a minor mistake. It's not just a minor mistake. It's a very costly mistake and should be treated like that, so that the person that did that should realize and recognize recognize the kind of thing the person committed and get out of it. Yeah, that's what we are saying. Yes, yes, I know. Yes, I mean what I'm saying. Yes, you should treat it like that. Just did a mistake. Just did a mistake. And you forgive him and come back to your husband. You can give him and come back to your son. That's arrant nonsense. Arrant nonsense. Because they say when they carry another person dead body, it they like saying a log of food that they carry. But when they carry your own dead body, not your person dead body, your own, and then we go no say na your own we carry because now your own we go carry. When I know my me, the thing just they vex me. They just they pepper me. Rubbish. You understand? Now he don't go to reconcile. It's very easy, and anybody can stay there tomorrow. Now, if actually these speculations work out, because I know he's going to televise it, I know he's going to show the whole world when he's staying. I pray that the court will not permit all those kind of things. Yeah, I think before we know that the court has already stopped him from, bringing up some of the things about that on social media, and he has been trying to do that some few times now. So that's if eventually anybody sees it and bring it to social media, somebody say, "Hey, when I see him, hey, that's rubbish." After somebody had, but do you even realize what this means? Do you even realize what this mistake caused? And that's somebody will just stand up and be saying everything that flew your mouth. Well. They say those who birds of the same feather, they flock together. I think that's what they told us, and that's true. Yes, that's true. They flock together. They flock together. Yes, they behave like themselves. They do like themselves. But it is very bad. Absolutely bad. Yes, absolutely bad. Because look at it. Just look at it. Now you want to go and see your kids after how many years? After how many years? Yes, after how many years? We are now happy. I'm going to see my kids. We are going to sit together again. And when you get there now, you go and buy it. And maybe your son is a very small child, just I think 9 years or so. You just buy some things and give him and say, "Hey, Zen, I missed you." Rubbish. Rubbish. You see, sometimes I ask myself, what face will you even use to see those kids? What face will you use? Will you tell them I'm sorry? And what are you going to tell them? Okay, let's look at it now. Okay, maybe you will not have anything to do with Daniel because Daniel is an adult. Because if you want to see Daniel right now, you abandoned the university and you didn't take care of her in the university. She was there alone. She was in the university and at a point was asking you for money and you didn't do anything. You thought the mother is better and the mother is making more money and you asked her to go and meet the mother who is now making more money than you. You understand? You feel that the mother is the one she should go to, and she actually depended on the mother, and the mother now was the one that took care of her. The mother was the one that did everything, and she has a father, and the father abandoned her. And at the end of the day, the father now show up one morning and said, "Oh, Daniel, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to punish you. I didn't mean to punish you for 3 years in the university. You didn't care. I didn't mean to punish you for all the years, nothing, no concern. She lived like a fatherless girl. And now you are coming back to say you are a father. Not because you travel, not because you're sick, not because you're dead, but because you abandoned your responsibility, because you are being irresponsible." And somebody will say, forget, after the father had begged her. These people are very quick to react to issues that they don't understand the beginning and the end of it. And that's one of the things that pains me in some of these things that people do. You will just stand up and start saying what does not concern you. You don't know how the thing started. You don't know where they started. You don't know how it has started. You will just be saying, "I'm judging immediately." Has the man not? What do you want him to do? You want him to buy? Is he not your father? You are father because you're a sperm donor. You donated sperm to the woman that formed the gamete and formed the child. That's why you're a father. What makes you a father is because you donated the sperm. Is that what they told you? What's the meaning of father? Father means source, a supplier, a guide. You didn't do. You never supplied. You never guide. You never did anything. Then, just because you donated your sperm to the ovary of the woman and it become a child, that's what makes you a father. Fatherhood is not a sperm donor. I tell you, it's not a sperm donor. I tell you the truth. Go and ask. If you deny your responsibility, you are not a father. The person that took up the fatherhood responsibility is the one that should be called a father. Yes. Yes, because that's why some people should begin, some kids are adopted and they have a father. Because somebody has taken the responsibility of nurturing, because a father had that responsibility of nurturing, responsibility of rearing and nurturing the kids. And if you fail to nurture the kids, you are not a father. Father is not because you were the one that had the intercourse and the kid came up. That's not what makes you a father. I think we should define that and define it and call it by the name. So my people, no be small thing, no. The information reaching us is that he is just jubilating and celebrating that he's going to see his kids and that everything will be all right. Everything will be all right because the kids are now the ones owning the properties. Everything will be all right because the kids are now going to be comfortable and another person has trained them in the university and finished their secondary school. The kids will now be all right because Zen is already planning to travel to, Carl is already planning to travel to meet Premier's sister to study with, to stay with her and study there. You understand? That's why everything is all right. My people don't be smart enough, so they just reach out whatever say make a touch light and with you. Like and share this video and God will bless you. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please try to subscribe. All our returning subscribers to say, well done, my people. Now welcome, make una have a nice day. Bye.